So after those first two singles, we turn our attention now to doubles, and a very famous doubles pair as far as India are concerned. The only female players to win medals at the doubles event at World Championships. Jwala Gutta and Ashwini Bonappa up against Alex Bruce and Phyllis Chan representing Canada.
Next match on Court 1, Human Cup Group Y, first women's doubles, India represented by Jwala Gutta and Ashwini Bonappa, and Canada represented by Bruce Alex and Phyllis Chan. Umpire, Grace Chia, Singapore, service judge, Katie Hall, Australia.
So the players announced onto court. And for the Indian combination, Jwala Gutta and Ashwini Bonappa, they must absolutely adore this Siri Fort Sports Complex, because it was in this very arena that they won the Commonwealth Games gold medal. Their only title so far, which is a little surprising to me, considering that they've been as high as number 13 in the world ranking. But after the London Olympic Games, the left-handed Jwala Gutta took a little sabbatical from badminton.
Serve or receive? Jwala will serve, they are serving.
So
receive.
Grace Chia, our umpire, just executing the formalities of the toss of the coin so that the players decide who will serve and who will receive. And there, Jwala Gutta, 30 years of age, and her partner, Ashwini Bonappa, just 24. Brought up in Bangalore was Ashwini Bonappa. 36 in the world ranking at the moment, but as I say, they have been as high as 13. Their win-loss record for the year, well, 7 tournaments played, and still in the negative. They were, of course, semi-finalists at the last tournament they played prior to this. That was the Asian Championships in Gimcheon in South Korea. So their form is getting better and better with every tournament they play since Jwala Gutta has come back onto the world stage. Mary Alexandra Bruce, known to everybody as Alex Bruce, the 23-year-old. She'll turn 24 later this month. Born in Toronto, and there you can see just one tournament so far this year. Actually lost in the round of last 16 because they had a bye in the first round at the Austrian International, because they were the number 4 seeds, but lost their very first match. Last year they had a couple of finals, did the Canadians, the Canadian International and the Pan Am Championships as well. So of course most people who follow badminton, and especially at the Olympic Games, will know that Alex Bruce was 4th in the Olympics with Michelle Lee. There are quarter fishers, Grace Chia and Kelly Ho from Singapore and Australia. So this is a relatively new partnership for Alex Bruce and Phyllis Chan. Both very, very fine doubles players in their own rights. Actually formed their partnership at the Pan Am Championships in 2012 when they were staged in Peru. Walked away with a gold medal. That's a way to start a partnership.
A very good start.
Yeah. So as Richard was pointing out after the first two matches. This is an opportunity for the Commonwealth Games gold medalists to wrap up this as far as India are concerned in this group, because if they win this doubles, then of course they have an unassailable 3-love lead in the tie. Now, umpire's raised her hand. And that means that the tournament referee has been called on. Ooh, no, don't take your microphone off. We want to hear what you're saying.
You never know.
I think
But it's interesting.
I think it's the speed of the shuttles perhaps in question. Now the deputy referees, Pencho Stoyanov of Bulgaria, asked to come on to court. Oh yes, there's big discussions going on. Problem is, of course, Morton, is they test the speed of the shuttles before play gets underway on the first session of the day, which started at 9. Oh, wow, goodness gracious. That was pretty impressive, wasn't it? Did you see that?
I wish I could do it.
A bit of trickery. We could put her in the basketball league.
Yeah, why not?
That's absolutely terrific. Yeah, those shuttles are too quick. I've just watched that. The shuttle's a little too quick. They'll need to go down a speed. Just to finish off what I was saying, of course, they test the shuttles first thing in the morning. They appear to be the right speed. We've had an excellent crowd in this afternoon. The temperature literally has heated up, not just with the heat of the day, but also with the fans here. And therefore, the warmer atmosphere means that the shuttle flies through the air a little bit quicker.
They definitely looked a little bit too fast.
Yeah. There's Phyllis Chan, 22 years of age, born in Vancouver. And I can tell you that she studied at the University of British Columbia, majored in myth and literature of Greece, Rome and the Near East.
Okay, that's different.
She is an intelligent young lady.
That's different. That's a different choice of subject.
And her partner, Alex Bruce, I can tell you, has just graduated as a civil engineer, structural engineering.
Okay.
So, after the London Olympics, Alex Bruce concentrated on her study, and she was telling me yesterday that now that she has graduated, oh yeah, look at that, we're going to have to practice that, Morton.
Yeah.
We can't do that.
No.
Well, she wasn't even watching that.
She could do it in her sleep.
Yeah, goodness me, I can tell you're going to be in your hotel room tonight, Morton, and you're going to have your racket and you're going to be practicing that.
I didn't bring any.
Oh, my goodness me.
I didn't bring any.
That is impressive, isn't it? Wonderful. But in all seriousness, the Canadian players, very intelligent ladies, the two
Ladies
of
and
them,
gentlemen,
spent
on my
time
right,
studying.
Canada, represented by Alex Bruce and Phyllis Chan. And on my left, India, represented by Jwala Gutta and Ashwini Ponnamba. India to serve, Jwala to Alex Bruce. The ball played.
So, Grace Chia of Singapore calls for the match to get underway, but in all seriousness, about the Canadian pair,
love.
Now that their studies are finished, they've both verbalised that they really want to give badminton a go over the next 2 years, building up to the next Olympics.
Yeah.
And I believe we're going to see a lot more of them on the world stage. They're both very talented players.
Yeah, but that's always the problem for the Canadian players in general, is to have funds enough to travel the world and play the circuit, and it costs a lot of money. And have they got the right backing? Obviously, we will see them, but so often we see that they do not turn up because simply they do not have the funds.
2-all.
Well, they're part funded themselves to come here, I understand.
Yeah, that's amazing. You know, you represent your country in such an event, and you still pay yourself.
Yeah,
part of it anyway.
3-2.
And given the results of the London Olympics with Alex Bruce and Michelle Lee contesting that bronze medal playoff in the women's doubles, you would have thought that funding would perhaps be more forthcoming after such one.
More available, yes.
4-2.
nice, good smash. Very good smash, well played.
Service over.
And I think that's one
3,
of the strength
4.
of Ashwini, is that she is really hitting a very, very good smash. Very good power.
Opportunity.
Service over.
Yes, absolutely.
4 all.
Not really under pressure, still made the mistake. Goes in the book as an unforced error.
Yeah. It's very much the favoured formation,
5,
isn't it? With
4.
Dwala going forward to the net and Ashwini Ponnappa using her power from the back of the court.
Yeah, she's a hard worker.
Yeah.
Ashwini, she really works hard from the back, serving here. Another one.
6, 4. Seven, 4.
Well, I suppose, given the fact that the Indian pair have a favoured formation, that perhaps what the Canadian pair should be trying to do is get them out of their favoured form. Yeah.
That's the whole tactical plan. And
It's over.
for the time being,
5,
you know,
7.
I hope I'm not being too harsh on the Indian pair, but there's no doubt in my mind that Dwala is not really in the game yet. She so far have only played a few blocks at the net, waiting for a partner to attack it and get the points with them. She's not really been active and in there doing her part. So especially in a situation like that, I think the Canadian pair have to look to make an advantage out of that.
Well, you talked
Service
about
over.
Ponnappa's smash. I don't think
8,
that Dwala
5.
Gutta's smash is that shabby either.
No, she hits good as well.
Yeah. What is it about these left-handers? We see it in the men's game as well. Left-handers seem to have such good smashes.
We don't like to play them.
Service over.
No. They play different angles, and they have, as you say, very good power, many of them. See, that's where they were upsetting the formation by serving a flick serve to Dwala.
Service over.
And I think that was
9,
a
6.
tactical, clever move. Didn't work out, but the idea was great.
Just too long.
Service over. 7, 9.
But the defensive shot was really the right one, no doubt.
Well, deflected
So
by
it's
hitting the
over.
top of the tape
10,
and fell short.
7.
Unlucky
11,
on the
equal.
top of the net there for Alex.
Yeah, so they lead 4 points for the World Championship bronze medalist Gutta and Ponnappa at the mid-game interval. He's obviously saying something about the defensive stance and the positioning on court.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. 11-7, play.
So a nice little lead for the Indian pair. Point advantage.
Good placement there.
12-7.
I'm a little concerned, though, Morton, about the willingness of the Canadian players just to lift the shuttle. I'd like to see them try and do more defensively, turn it, block it, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. They have to force it. They have to play their chances. And as you say, for the time being, they're not really playing it. They're quite happy lifting, defending, and obviously, you do not win badminton matches at this level by just defending it.
Oh, good rally. Very good rally. And Ashwini Ponappa playing that rally, most of it with a broken racket.
Yep. She was happy.
While her partner was on sabbatical from badminton, Ashwini Ponappa played a few domestic singles tournaments.
I'm sure she did well.
Thank you.
She used to be a very fine singles player. Good athlete, isn't she? Good natural athlete.
Yes.
Moves well. Good timing of the shuttle as well. I suppose that's how she generates a lot of her power. Technique and timing.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a good smash.
Service over.
Good smash.
8.
But have you noticed that Jawala Gutta is probably one of the very, very, very few on the international circuit still serving the ordinary old-fashioned forehand serve?
Yeah.
You don't see that often anymore.
Service over.
Have you spoken
14,
to her
8.
about whether she's tried to use the backhand serve, or do you think she's just so confident and set in her way? We have an English expression: if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Don't fix it. Yes, I think so. I think it's that what it is.
Yeah.
And if you want to flick with this normal old-fashioned forehand serve, it's
over.
actually a little bit easier.
9-14.
Yes.
It's still good.
Service over. 15-9.
No, certainly
It was
taken early.
challengeable.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
my
good
goodness.
save, but
Yeah.
that was a bad choice of shots the first time. Played it straight into that forehand
16-9.
of Jawala Gutta.
Service over. 10-16.
I think it's an amazing development with Jawala Gutta, because when I was a coach back in Denmark some years ago, she was at the time accompanying husband Chetan Anand.
Yeah.
And Chetan, he was
17-10.
joining our training, but Jawala had the same option, but she hardly ever came for training.
Yeah.
And Chetan was training every day, and she didn't seem to be that interested. And after a year, 18 months, suddenly she picked it up and really did really well.
10.
So that's a remarkable change.
If only we had those wise shoulders, a wise head on shoulders when we were younger, Morton.
Service
You
over.
know, the number of
11,
players that miss
18.
opportunities, you know. I mean, fancy that, the opportunity to train in Denmark and not really interested. And look what she's gone on to achieve. Supposing she'd taken that opportunity when she was with you in Denmark.
Yeah, but she never took it. Honestly, she
Service
never.
over.
I think she came for practice
19-11.
4 times in 3 months, something like
Yeah.
that. But you know, we could talk to our own other color commentator here, Jim Laugesen,
20.
Yeah.
and
Game
he is
point
saying, if
11.
you ask him, and he, you know, hand on the heart, he would say, I could have done so much more 10 years back.
He's talking about that. He's talking about game point opportunities, 9 of them. But they only needed the one.
Game.
Jawala Gutta
First game
and
won by
Ashwini
India.
Ponappa.
21-11.
21-11 confirms the umpire. And that's really at a canter by the Indian pair. looking very much in control. 21-11 in 17 minutes. Joanna Gutter.
You just do what I tell you to do.
Yeah, we may have a couple of coaches here, but my opinion is this.
Yeah, whatever they say, you listen to me.
Yeah. Well, she's had her run-ins, sadly, with the Badminton Association of India. Thankfully, it's all been sorted out, and I'm absolutely delighted to hear that. I think she's a great character. I think she adds to the sport of badminton.
Couldn't agree with you more.
You're receiving? Can you put your strap back? Hot 1, 20 seconds. Hot 1, 20 seconds. Wait.
Oh, the Indian combination. Both of their coaches
Second game.
giving them
The ball.
instruction, but
Play.
Joanna Gutter equally as verbal.
No,
And I quite like that. I like the old-fashioned where players make the decisions themselves.
Yes, I agree with you again and again. But it also takes a very special partner.
Yeah.
To play with such a dominant partner as Joanna Gutter is. She is a very dominant person, and for Ashwini to be her partner, she's got to be very accommodating. She's got to accept, you know, the advice and all that, and that also takes character.
Yes.
To do that.
Very, very good point.
Too loud.
It
Yeah.
does.
So how would we have been on a mixed doubles court then, Morton?
Oh, we would have been good.
3 loud.
Would you have done as I said?
No way. No way. I said, you just concentrate on that net and I fix the rest.
Oh, you would have been my ideal mixed partner then.
Yeah.
Oh, well intercepted. That's nice.
It was a little
Service
bit lucky
over.
though. Hit the
1,
frame.
3.
Yeah, we all need a little bit of luck at times. But what I like is the fact that she was going for it.
Yes, she has to, because otherwise they just exploit it completely. If you are too passive and nothing is happening, they will play it just over your head all the time, and
Service
obviously
over.
upsetting
4,
your
1.
partner at the back.
Service over. 2, 4.
These two pairs on court could well be battling for medals come the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow.
In the end of July.
Yeah.
You and I, we will be sitting here again.
Yeah. Looking forward to it.
Yes.
3,
And Glasgow
4.
is a beautiful city.
Yeah.
Unless you come from Edinburgh. Oh, did I say something there?
Well worked.
4, all.
Well, I know it's only early stages of this second game, Morton, but I do sense that maybe the Canadians are looking to be a little more proactive within the rallies.
That would be nice. I think that's the way. That's a good shot as well. Good defensive shot.
super.
Service over.
Perhaps not a steep enough smash, but
No.
all the same, the
5-4.
thought process from Ponapak, absolutely excellent. Yeah, not trying to hit hard, just saw that there was a gap, calmly placing the shuttle into the open space.
Umpire number 2, Teo Kian to Malaysia. Service judge,
Yeah.
Henry Wong.
But it was all
4.
Ashwini's so-called fault, or her initiative on that backhand defence that really created the opportunity for Jawala.
First men's doubles. China represented by Haifeng Fu and Nanjiang. And France represented by David Winterweser and
7.
Good
4.
surprising cross-court smash there.
Klaus Schweden, Austria. Service judge Hidetomo Kasahara, Japan.
So India is creating a little gap here. 7-4 up.
You know, ever
8-4.
since I said I thought the Canadians were being a little more proactive, I don't think they've won a point.
They haven't. They
There you are,
haven't.
that's that awful curse of the commentator again.
I wouldn't say that to you.
Service over.
But you're so right. It always
5,
happens.
Yeah.
8. Service over. 9-5.
And I think that was a fine example of where we see the Indian combination much stronger than the Canadian. By
10-5.
whenever they play these blocks to the net and take the pace off the shuttle, that is really putting the Canadian pair under pressure, because they are not so quickly moving forward.
Mm.
Service over. 6-10.
In fact, when I watch women's doubles in general, Morton, I wish more and more pairs would think with the same process as the
11-6,
Indian
Involve.
combination, the mixing up of the pace and so on. It is absolutely delightful. And that delightful play has brought them a 5-point advantage here at the mid-game interval, having already taken the first very comfortably, 21-11. So looking in a good place at the moment, India. Well,
Court 1.
what
20
would you
seconds.
be saying
Court 1.
as
20
coach
seconds.
to the Canadians at the moment, Morton?
I would step up, move forward in their defensive stance, and I would try
Thank you very
to
much.
play more drives. You know, if you give the initiative away, you have to take it back straight away.
Thoughts of Morton Frost.
11-6. Play.
Have to get yourselves back on the attack. Canadian pair. And I can see the thought process there.
Yeah.
She wanted to block across
Well,
court and
And
follow
move
forward.
forward. Yeah, absolutely. The idea was good. But that's what I mean. They've got to move forward one step and really add some pressure on that defensive situation. See, once again, that's where Jawala is so good.
Yes,
She's
she
so
is.
good taking off that
13-6.
pace and place it wherever she wants to.
Powerful smash again.
46.
Wonderful placement. Oh, she comes from an athletic family, does Ashwini Ponapak. Her father was a state hockey player. Hockey very popular here in India. long.
Service over, 7-14. Okay, ready?
Oh, well taken.
8-14.
She smiled a bit. She knew she didn't connect well to that one as well, but a bit of luck. But as you say, all thanks to the effort. That's out.
Service over, 15-8.
Oh, I thought she hit the net there.
16-8.
So did the Canadian players.
Yeah, but I think it was the shuffle.
Well, it certainly wasn't called.
Service over, 9-16.
I do love watching her play. She's so expressive. You know when she's happy, you know when she's not pleased with herself.
That's for sure.
Service over, 17-9.
No, but you know, I think you're very right. The game is always talking about we have to create these personalities and we have to get the badminton across much better to the public and all that. And she's a very, very fine example
Service
of it.
over,
Yeah,
10-17.
expressive
Yeah,
with on court, as
absolutely.
we've just talked about. She's a character. And she's a very fine player too.
Yeah, that's you know what we're looking for.
Yeah.
11-17. Service over, 18-11. Service over, 12-18.
But it was well placed, that smash, and forced the error. I know Joella doesn't seem to be happy with it, but I think she was forced. It was well placed.
Service
There's an
over,
opportunity
19-12.
for Alex Bruce.
They needed another missed hit there. Good defence. Yeah, good defence. It's going wide. Yeah.
Pity. So
20.
match points
Match
have
point,
arrived.
12.
Joella Gutta and Ashwini Ponnappa.
And there we saw the flick.
I think that's 2 or 3 flicks in a row. Oh, that's a glorious way to end the
Game.
match for the Commonwealth Games champions. 2 straight games, 21-11, 21-12, in just a little over 31 minutes of play. And looking very
Match won by
impressive
India.
indeed.
21-11, 21-12.
Yep. And thank their coaches for the support, and that means that India have an unassailable lead. 3-love they lead in the overall tie against Canada in this Group Y match. reluctantly line up, but of course with a pair that has been as high as 13 in the world ranking, a pair that has won a World Championship bronze medal, which of course Ashwini Ponappa did at the 2011 World Championship staged at Wembley Arena. The fact that they won gold medal at the Commonwealth Games in this very arena. We knew it was a tall order for Canada, and with this relatively new partnership of Alex Bruce and Phyllis Chan, despite the fact that they've gone up a couple of places in the world ranking this week, they struggled to get on the attack enough times, and really the Indian pair were fairly dominant from the onset of the match. Great variation in the attacking play from the Indian players, the power from Ponappa, the delicate touches as well, all mixed in to make things very, very difficult for the Canadian pair to really settle. That's the final shot, and the match won. 21-11, 21-12 in 31 minutes of play. So as I was saying, it means that India now have a 3-love lead over Canada, but as with all group matches, all 5 matches within the tie must be completed. And that means that we have the 3rd women's singles coming up, followed with our 5th match in the tie, which is the 2nd women's doubles. Now, just to explain, if you weren't with us a little bit earlier, of course there was a set format for order of matches, and less players are playing more than once, and of course with the Canadian team, they are playing more than once in Hondurik, singles and doubles. So the 3-love lead, the Canadians next up, the 3rd women's singles, Brittany Tam, and then the 2nd women's doubles are playing for pride and playing for experience for the future, because I can tell you that Brittany Tam is just 16 years of age. Up against Pallati of India. So the umpire leading the players